Good evening everyone. I am Adhiyan K of class 9 studying in Master G Kalpakam. Going to explain the topic of atoms and molecules. First of all, we see what is an atom. An atom is the smallest particle present in the matter. It also participates in the chemical reaction to form compounds. Atomic radius is measured in nanometers. 1 nanometer is equal to 10 to the power minus 9 meters. Laws of chemical combination. There are two types of laws of chemical combination. First, law of conservation of mass, and another is law of constant proportion. First of all, we see what is law of conservation of mass. This law was stated by Lavoisier and Joseph L. Proust. This law states that mass can neither be created nor destroyed in a chemical reaction. It means that mass of reactant is equal to mass of product. Law of constant proportion. This law was stated by Proust. This law states that in a chemical substance, the elements are present in definite proportions by mass. Here we can see that nitrogen oxide is the mass of 14:16, where the atoms are 1:1. Here nitrogen oxide, the mass is 14:32. The number of nitrogen atoms 1 and number of oxygen atom is 2. Symbols of atoms of different elements. We can't remember names of every element. So Berzelius suggested that the symbols of elements be made from 1 or 2 letters of the name of the element. Here we see that hydrogen, its symbol is H. Helium, He. Lithium, Le. Beryllium, Be. Boron, B. Carbon, N. Nitrogen, N. Oxygen, O, etc. Atomic number and atomic mass number. Atomic number. The number of protons present in an atom is known as atomic number. It is represented by Z. Atomic mass number. The sum of number of protons and neutrons present in an atom is known as atomic mass. It is denoted by A. Here we can see the atomic mass of oxygen, where the atomic number is represented by Z and it is 8. The symbol of element is O. The atomic mass in AMU is 15.99, which is approximately equal to 16 AMU. What is a molecule? A molecule is the combination of 2 or more kinds of atoms. There are 2 types of molecules, namely molecules of elements and molecules of compounds. Here we can see hydrogen plus oxygen, which is equal to water. 2H2 plus O2 is equal to 2H2. Molecules of elements. The molecules of an element are constituted by the same type of atom. Molecules of compound. Atoms of different elements which join together are called molecules of compound. Hydrogen plus oxygen equal to water molecule. What is an ion? Charged species are called ions. Ions may consist of a single charged atom or a group of atoms that have a net charge. A group of atoms carrying a net charge is known as a polyatomic ion. For example, hydroxide, which is a polyatomic ion and have negative charge. Difference between an atom and an ion. An atom is electrically neutral. Ion, electrically charged. Same number of protons and electrons. Different number of protons and electrons. Number of protons defines its element. May contain 1 or more atoms. Chemical formulae. The symbolic representation of a compound is known as a chemical formulae. For example, the formula of water is H2O. Valency. The natural tendency of an element to gain, lose or share electrons to attain stability to the configuration of nearest rare gas is known as valency. Here we can see that the capacity of an atom to give, accept or share electrons to achieve the octet state. For here sodium, it has 1 electron in the outermost shell. So it needs to lose 1 electron instead of gaining 7 electrons. Here chlorine, which has 7 electrons in the outermost shell. Instead of leaving all the 7 electrons, it may gain 1 electron to attain the stability. stability. Molecular mass. The molecular mass of a substance is the sum of the atomic masses of all the atoms in a molecule of the substance. Here 1 into 2 equal to 2 plus 16 into 1, which is equal to the weight of water 18. Here we can also calculate the molecular mass of CO2. The atomic weight of C is 12 and the atomic mass of oxygen is 16. So the molecular mass of carbon dioxide is 44 AMU. Thank you.
Thank you very much.